You talked about some of the complicated parts that are in the current bill, and I wanted to focus on one of those that's gotten a lot of attention, which is a provision by Senator Blanche Lincoln on derivatives that would could force banks to move their swaps desks outside the federally insured part of their business. And I'm wondering what your thoughts on that are, and there's been a lot of back and forth about that.
Well, but they'd have to move them to an exchange. And the exchanges are operated by the 4 largest corporations in America. Financial firms. They basically control that business. So you would move them into what's almost a monopoly right now before you could have a company, say John Deere, and they could execute an agreement with another private party. I don't see a problem with that. No one got in trouble doing that. John Deere or Caterpillar, any of those firms, Ford, IBM, you name it. I mean, every large company, Southwest Airlines, they hedge their exposure. The airlines hedge it on aviation fuel. A lot of your international companies that do business overseas, they have currency hedges. I don't see why you have to have a gatekeeper, one of the 4 largest financial firms. There was no, and that's what we've done in this bill. We've fixed things that weren't a problem. And we've had company after company after company that has come to us, and this is a lot of the lobbying people, but they've come to us and said, look, this is going to cost us jobs. Cargill said that, I think that's how you pronounce it, they said that it's going to cost us 400 jobs in Omaha alone. We don't know why. We've been doing this. We've been doing it safely. Now, there needs to be disclosure. There needs to be transparency. And with a lot of them, they need to be traded. Now, your other question was, how about banks? Should they be able to do this? They shouldn't be able to speculate on their own account. They shouldn't be able to use the people's money. They shouldn't go to the discount window. So if you've got a federally guaranteed, federally insured bank where the deposits are being guaranteed by really the insurance fund, there's a valid thing to say now maybe, there ought to be restrictions on that. In fact, there have been. The Feds started those, there are restrictions now.